Hey guys, it's Dark Hero Josh here. Sorry I've been away for a while, but I'm back now with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Komi Can't Communicate. Now, since the Komi Can't Communicate season 2 of the anime is releasing pretty soon this spring season, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about it, of course, on the channel, get a lot of you new people to watch it, and just overall my thoughts on the show. Now, before I talk about my thoughts on the series, which will probably come in little towards the end of the video, I just thought that it'd be probably the best idea to give you guys some intel, about the plot of this show. So at least if I were to, slip a little joke in there somewhere in the video, then you guys could have an idea of what I'm talking about. To sum up the plot of Komi Can't Communicate in just a few words, it's pretty much our main protagonist, Komi Shoko, and how she struggles with not only social anxiety, extreme social anxiety, and I guess her journey into making 100 friends at her new high school. To be honest, hearing that goal out loud from somebody does seem like a ridiculous goal to try to achieve, right? But hear me out. With our main protagonist, Komi, having extreme social anxiety, it's really difficult for her to make new friends and generally just express her feelings to anybody and everybody she comes in contact with. Like how we went through minimum 5 minutes sob story of her backstory kind of, and how she hated lunchtime because she was always alone, and for 3 years in middle school she tried to make new friends, talk to people, but she couldn't. She literally couldn't. Even doing easy things that seem easy to us, like greeting someone, saying hello, saying goodbye, things like that, she can't even muster up the courage to say it. And it's honestly pretty sad once you hear the full story in episode 1, because from her looks alone, everybody pretty much worships her as a princess, as a god, as a queen, whatever. And some people might think that she's looking down on them or something, thinking that Komi might think that they're not worth her time. And it's honestly upsetting because Komi just totally confused. And honestly, I don't even blame Komi, because when you really think about it, for somebody who's conversed with so little of people, it's pretty hard to, actually know what other people are thinking, or at least make a pretty calculated guess. Most of the feelings that a young high school girl like Komi, around her age, would feel, she's probably either felt so little of those emotions, or possibly hasn't even felt most of those emotions, probably because she didn't have anybody to express or converse with. But Komi seems like a pretty popular girl at the school, right? Everybody seems to love her, be attracted to her, and honestly just weirdly obsessed with her in a whole. So you might think once she starts learning how to talk, then, achieving that 100 friend goal won't be as hard as we all thought, right? Well, to answer that question, no. So you see, at the school that they go to, which by the way is actually a private school, but that's besides the point. At the school where there's weirdos, oddballs, loners, and etc., you can't expect everybody to be your friend. Some people are better off alone, or better off with other people being their friends. But now, I really think I talked a lot about the story and the plot of Komi Can't Communicate, especially about Komi, so I think it's time to get right into my thoughts and opinions on the show. Now, honestly, I really think Komi Can't Communicate is a great show, has great comedy for how weird a lot of the characters tend to be, but I guess it's for the fun of it, you know what I mean? And overall, I love Komi. Tadano's iffy. Najimi's also iffy, but not as iffy as Tadano, and everybody else is just a freaking weirdo. But overall, I really do think Komi Can't Communicate is a very educational show. And I really think what makes Komi Can't Communicate different from a lot of other mainstream rom-coms is the fact that those mainstream rom-coms only focus on the main kind of surrounding cast, which isn't a bad thing per se, but it gives, at least to me, a false sense of, I guess, high school, if that makes sense. A false narrative on what you can expect high school to be. And I think Komi Can't Communicate shows it better because it points out more of the small details that a lot of people tend to miss. I'd recommend Komi Can't Communicate personally. I really enjoyed it. It's not in my top 10 yet, I guess. maybe that'll change after I read the manga. But as of now, only watching the anime. Not in my top 10, but I do think it's a really good show, and you guys who haven't watched it should definitely go watch it. Now, there is a season 2 coming out in a few weeks, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, and you guys, if you enjoyed the first season, you can obviously get excited for the second season. Now, I do want to thank all of you who stayed till the end of this video. If you haven't liked already, go hit that like button, subscribe if you're new for more videos like this, and kind of tell me if you like these kind of videos, kind of like those recommendation videos. But yeah, without further ado, see ya and have a great day.